This is my oral explanation for the thinking behind my poem for my reader response. I want to start out with the title. I did not mean to go up that far. So the title is 1,100,000 Lost Souls, and it's a tribute to the lives lost in the Holocaust from Auschwitz, which the book was about. Our main character. I'm going to read the poem, and then I will talk about my thoughts behind it and the reasonings for what I put. Tomorrow, if I fail to wake, don't alert the guards. Let my last choice be mine, perfectly free as my body lies still, no longer bound by the gates of Auschwitz. But for now, as I lie awake, my choices are not mine. They are the choices of Birkenau. Agony burns through my fingertips. Tomorrow, if I fail to wake, don't alert the guards. Let the pain I inflicted leave like the birds in the sky. Now I, as alive as them. But for now, as I lie awake, pain a product of my work, a man's free will destroyed, just as me, no choice but to survive, in hopes that one day I will thrive. So it's a bit of a smaller poem. It's not too long. The main two lines in it, tomorrow if I fail to wake, don't alert the guards, is to not let my last choice be mine. Let his last choice, he didn't end up dying in the book, but for the ones that did die, their choices of dying, let that be of their free will, of their choice, and not the ones of Auschwitz, because he doesn't want them to alert the guards, because then it would be Auschwitz's choice. Perfectly free as my body lies still. Again, it's alluding to back in the book how their freedom was taken away, but now after death, his soul is free. Again, he didn't die. The poem is about the people that died and the idea behind Lale, and what he represented. No longer bound by the gates of Auschwitz. This kind of goes pretty self-explanatory. The people in there were confined to that space in Auschwitz, and it kind of goes along with the phrase above it, perfectly free as my body lies still. Their soul is free. They're no longer contained inside Auschwitz. But for now, as I lie awake, my choices are not mine. This is referring to when it's do this or die choice, like most of the choices are in this book, they're not really his choices. They're the choices of Birkenau, and I literally quite plainly say that in the line below, because if it's do this or die, you don't have a choice. You do, but not really. Agony burns from my fingertips. This refers to Lale himself as the tattooer. He doesn't want to inflict pain on these other people, but he has to, because that's what he's told to do. It's do this or die, and the pain. And what you use to tattoo, the tips of your fingers when you grip the pen and ink. He feels their pain through them, and he doesn't want to. Tomorrow, if I fail to wake, don't alert the guards. Again, it's just like before. The pain he inflicted leave. Talking about how the pain he's inflicting from tattooing people, let that go away, even though he wants it to leave like the birds in the sky. The birds, they can go anywhere. They can leave, they can roam. They're not confound to Auschwitz, and that's, I put now I as alive as them, because really, in the sense, when they do die, they're free to roam. Their spirit is as alive as the birds. But then it goes back to, for now, as I lie awake, pain a product of my work. That just refers back to him as the tattooer, inflicting pain upon people, even though it is not his real choice. That's why I put a man's free will destroyed, because really, they lost their free will when they entered the camp. And I think the book does a pretty good job of demonstrating that he has an illusion of free will, but it's not. They all know he doesn't have free will. Just as me, no choice but to survive. All the choices are made for survival. It's free will destroyed. Now he just has to survive. And the last line, in hopes that one day I will thrive, that's referring to the book in the end, when he does end up thriving, and he does end up being able to marry the girl he meets, and having a long life together. So I thought I wanted to add that in because that was pretty nice. And that will conclude my oral explanation for my reasoning and my thought process behind my reader response. Thank you.